Salut gang gang, j'espère que vous allez bien. Welcome to Lydia and Movement, a space for real stories about moving through life with intention. Sometimes walking, sometimes crawling, but always growing. Here we talk about purpose, faith, language, and identity, and all the little moments that shape who we have become. This isn't a podcast about having it all figured out. It's about becoming, one conversation at a time. In today's episode, I want to share something personal, what it really feels like to be quietly judged for not meeting a timeline. Have you ever felt quietly judged, not because you failed, but because you didn't meet that timeline? Well, I know that feeling. And this is really how it feels like, what it feels. At 35, I imagined life would be a little different. I imagined a home, a husband, and maybe a couple of kids, and a version of stability that felt safe, grounded, and complete. But that's not where I am. I'm single, I don't have kids, I've never been married, and financially, I'm not where I want to be. But that's not the hardest part. The hardest part is how the world looks at you while you wait. In our culture, marriage comes with a kind of honor, a validation. And if you are not married, it's like you have missed your moment. It's like you are not serious. You really feel quietly judged, not because you have lost or you are lost, but because you are just still becoming. I've heard to unlearn that making it doesn't necessarily mean being married, having kids, and being financially stable. My worth isn't in a title, a ring, or a timeline. My worth is in the woman I'm becoming, the woman who shows up even when no one is clapping. Now, growing up, I wasn't the smartest kid in the room, but I was committed. Every opportunity I've ever gotten came from work, not luck. I think that same energy is what is carrying me even now. I have been reading David Goggins' Can't Hurt Me, and there's one line that really got me. It says, motivation is fragile, only discipline can carry you through. And I really felt that this season is not about a miracle coming in and whatever. It's about becoming the miracle. It's not about waiting for the miracle to happen, but it's actually about becoming the miracle. I have now stopped chasing timelines that were never mine. I'm now focused on becoming the woman of my dreams. Strong, centered, peaceful, and grounded in purpose. She's not defined by marriage, money, or motherhood. She's defined by growth, how she handles waiting, and how she keeps faith. I'm building her slowly through every prayer, every page I read, and every morning I choose to start again. Maybe that's what real success looks like, becoming someone that you are proud of, even when no one is watching. If you are listening to this or you are watching this and you feel like society has written your story because you haven't met the timeline, I want you to know this. You are not a failure. You are not done. You are just still becoming. Listen, your path might be quieter, slower, or even at times lonelier, but it doesn't mean that it's less sacred. The world calls it late, but God calls it preparation. And when you finally meet the version of yourself you have been becoming, you will understand why it had to take time, gang gang. Now, I may not have it all figured out, but what I know is I have myself, and maybe that's where success begins. Becoming the woman of my dream doesn't mean being on time, but it's about trusting that I am right on my time. I see a Lydia and Movement, a story of grace, growth, and becoming, because sometimes the journey itself is the masterpiece. Simple as that. Bisous et prenez soin de vous. Ciao.